Welcome to Cord Cutting today for August 3rd, 2023. This is the show where we break down some of the biggest stories happening in the world of cord cutting right now, including another cable TV company is shutting down their TV service to recommend YouTube TV. FCC is cracking down on those annoying robocalls. Who here got a call from a satellite or cable company? It was just a recording of a robocall. And DirecTV and DirecTV Stream may lose Bally Sports. We have a whole lot of news about that and more coming up here in a second. First, if you want to learn more about these stories, check out the show notes down below and in the first pinned comment. I'll put a link to each story there so you can read them for yourself. And let us know what you think. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. If you've been here a while or you're new, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. Let YouTube know you enjoy what we do here so YouTube recommends our videos to more people, helping us grow and hopefully helping you break free from the high cost of cable TV. So with that said, let's jump into it. Starting off with WOW Cable has finally completed its start of its migration to YouTube TV. So earlier this year, WOW, which is the 8th largest cable TV company, announced a deal with Google to offer YouTube TV to its customers, very similar to what Frontier did. With this, they said they will try to migrate all their subscribers to YouTube TV and will no longer, as of today, be selling WOW Cable's TV service or their own proprietary streaming service to new customers. For now, current customers can remain on it, but they made it clear in multiple press releases now that they intend to migrate customers from their current TV service over to the YouTube TV service. We'll have to keep a very close eye and see how that all plays out. But this is one more cable TV company shutting down, basically saying TV is not profitable. Now, WOW Cable is the 8th largest provider here. They have about 2 million customers across all their different platforms, residential, business, etc. So this could be a nice little bump for YouTube TV. It'll be interesting to see how many people move over. YouTube TV is offering $10 off a month of YouTube TV for the first 12 months of the service. WOW says their customers could save up to $600 a year by not paying things like device rentals and other fees that aren't included with YouTube TV. So any WOW customers here, leave me a comment, let me know. For now, if you do have cable, you are safe, but for how much longer is the question. We'll keep a close eye on that, but WOW Cable TV is now a thing of the past. If you were looking to sign up, you are out of luck. The FCC is cracking down on companies and naming names, identifying robocallers and asking companies to proactively block them from making calls. Now, if you have not had a phone call about this, I don't know how you're getting away with not having robocalls, but it seems like I'm all the time getting calls for a satellite company or a cable company or some company claiming to represent another company, wanting me to update my credit card or sign up for a service. The FCC says last year 50.3 billion robocalls happened, and they're implementing several new systems, including proactively naming companies who are abusing the robocall systems and asking companies to proactively block them. So great news. Hopefully this continues. I would love to see a crackdown on robocalls to be successful. Have you noticed a decline in robocalls? Honestly, when I wrote this story, it kind of does feel like versus last year I'm getting fewer of them, but they still happen. Also though, I use the built-in Google filtration on suspected spam calls, so I don't know how much of that is actually maybe spam calls being filtered by my phone versus them just not happening. Leave me a comment, let me know if you've noticed any dramatic change. All right, let's jump over to Bally Sports because a lot's happening there, starting off with the fact that yesterday DirecTV filed a motion with the court about Bally Sports' request to delay what they call their go-forward plan. A go-forward plan is basically a plan that a business submits to bankruptcy court and says, here's how we would like to get out of bankruptcy, here's how we'll become profitable, here's what needs to happen. Now, Bally Sports has asked for a extension of 120 days, and DirecTV is objecting to that length. They say they're not opposed to an extension, but not one that long. They're also opposed to this idea in the go-forward plan that Bally Sports is going to expand its distribution and maybe get more revenue from distribution. In it, DirecTV says that their contract with Bally Sports expires this year. Talks have barely begun, and they kind of said Bally Sports is dragging their feet, kind of how I'll paraphrase that a little bit, in getting talks going and some preliminary talks. And that DirecTV wants Bally Sports to reduce what they're paying. They don't want to pay more. Their argument is that they lost the Padres and Diamondbacks. Why would Bally Sports get more money when offering less sports? And DirecTV actually wants them to reduce the amount that they pay immediately with it. We'll be interested to see how this goes. DirecTV is pretty clearly putting a line in the sand to say, we are not interested in paying more for Bally Sports, and we don't think other cable companies are either with this. Part of the problem is, if they drop it, hey, big deal. A lot of these markets that Bally Sports are in now have a direct-to-consumer streaming option. Our subscribers can just go subscribe there. The other problem is the other letter that was filed in bankruptcy court yesterday, and that was from a group representing the NBA and NHL that's basically is asking Bally Sports to reach a deal with them before the start of the NBA and NHL season to ensure that their teams are going to get paid. Now, much like what we just went through with the Major League Baseball, now Bally Sports has decided, are we going to pay all these NBA teams and all of these NHL teams? There's quite a few of them. And what this could be is an opportunity, once again, for Bally Sports to say, hey, some of these teams are not profitable. Why would we pay for them when we could just cut them or maybe strike a deal to pay them less? NBA and NHL wants the court to only allow a deadline that will go long enough, that will end, I should say, before the start of their seasons in October. So that gives them maybe 60 days about. We'll see how that all plays out to strike a deal here. But it's very clear that the NBA and NHL don't want to end up in a situation like Major League Baseball where Bally Sports is airing their games but not necessarily paying teams for that. We'll see how this plays out. Flip side of this, if Bally Sports does drop a couple NBA or a couple NHL teams, now DirecTV says, hey, again, you dropped even more teams and you want more money or you want the same amount of money. We don't want to do that. So we're going to keep a close eye on this. Final thing here is everybody's been kind of clear they would love to strike a deal that continues status quo, that basically Bally Sports just pays the NBA and the NHL teams the full amount and then they'll just continue to air there. There has been talks that both companies are looking at backup plans just in case, like with the Padres and Diamondbacks, a deal is not reached or Diamond Sports elects to say, hey, this contract's not profitable, we're not going to pay you, we're going to return TV rights. We'll keep a close eye on this, but Bally Sports' bankruptcy's drama is far from over now that it looks like MLB teams will continue throughout the rest of the season. Now we turn our eyes to NHL and NBA when it comes to these teams. Speaking of sports teams, we finally have a confirmed leader in the world of the Pac-12. According to ESPN, yesterday, the Pac-12 finally showed teams the deal for new media rights. Now, several have been proposed, but according to multiple reports, including ESPN, who I think was first, made it clear that the final winner here is Apple TV Plus, if the teams approve it. Apparently, that's the best deal, but even with that, it's not a lot of money compared to other teams or conferences are paying other teams. Reportedly, it'll be around $20 million per year, which sounds like a lot of money, but the Big 12 is offering teams $30+ million right off the bat, and there's talk that Arizona may jump. We've already seen, for example, Colorado recently announced a deal to move back to the Big 12 once their TV contract ends next summer. In July of next year is when this new media deal will come and when these teams would switch conferences. We already saw UCLA and USC jump ship and switch over to the Big Ten. And that was kind of the big issue here. Once those jumped, it really hurt the Pac-12's TV deals. But apparently, according to reports, the Pac-12 deal will be very similar to what Major League Soccer does. Apple TV will offer it as an add-on to Apple TV Plus. It'll be one flat monthly fee or a yearly fee to watch all the games in the Pac-12 that they air. There is still talk that either the CW or ESPN could be interested in picking up basically the game of the week kind of situation where they would pick up the biggest Pac-12 game of the year or of the week and then air it in a late time slot. We'll see if that plays out. There are a lot of talk here that this could be a sliding scale depending on how subscriptions go, but a lot of teams seemed very uninterested in this, and immediately Arizona board of directors went into a closed hearing, reportedly to talk about an offer from the Big 12 to jump to the Big 12. We'll see. If you can instantly get $11 million more just by switching conferences, I understand why they would do that. All right, let's keep moving along here with YouTube TV. Quick deal of the day here. YouTube TV for new subscribers wants you to be their home, or they want to be your home for the new NFL season and college football and more. They're offering right now $10 off your first 3 months, so $64.99 for the first few months there, and then $62.99. I will correct that. And then from there, it will also offer a 3-week free trial. A pretty good deal with that. We'll have to keep a very close eye on this, but YouTube TV is offering a special deal for new subscribers only, 3 weeks free, and the ability to get $10 off for your first 3 months, which will get you quite far into the football season if you're interested in taking advantage of that. All right, the last big story up of the day, DirecTV here. Two more stories, but DirecTV, I apologize. I am reading and talking. It's not working well. Disney. All right, don't do this without some caffeine in you, Luke. Disney may be in talks to sell or partner with ESPN to Amazon, Google, or Apple. Now, according to the New York Post, we've heard a lot of rumors about who Disney's new strategic partner is. Bob Iger went on CNBC a few weeks ago and said, hey, we are open to strategic partners that could include selling part of ESPN to a third-party company. CNBC later reported that they're in talks with major league sports teams like the NFL or leagues to sell part of ESPN to them. Now, New York Post says Disney's in talks with major tech firms like T-Mobile, Verizon, Amazon, Google, Apple, and more to partner there. Now, is this a partner to sell part of ESPN to them? Or is this a partner like, hey, we want to strike special deals? You could very well see T-Mobile saying, hey, a free year of ESPN if you subscribe to our bundle, much like they've done with other companies. We'll keep a very close eye on it and see how that all plays out. But, I don't know, who would you like to see Disney partner with for ESPN? Leave me a comment and let me know. Last story up of the day real quick. Pluto TV and YouTube TV are now streaming for free the 1987 classic Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This comes as the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie is coming out in theaters. They want to get you enticed by it by watching the original. Pluto TV has a channel airing the episodes. YouTube has the first season playing for free on the official YouTube TV, or YouTube account, not YouTube TV. If you want to find those, check out the links down in the show notes. I have a link to it over to YouTube with that. So with that said, I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care, be safe. I'll be back again real soon.